Socialism. Socialism believes that there should be no class, no competition, no religion, no sector, no discrimination. All the people are same and equal in all classes. There is a brotherhood, justice. This is the ideology of socialism. Socialism is the ideology which thinks the welfare of entire human society, and it also tells that there should be no dispute, violence means should be used for the welfare of society. There will be no caste, creed, religion, sex, or all the people are considered as citizens or that of territory. Means in socialism there is a no discrimination and everybody is equal. Socialism means for closely connected things, a human fellowship which denies and expels distinctions of a class, a social system in which no one is so much richer or poorer than his neighbors as to be unable to mix with them on equal terms. So, Cole lays great emphasis on common ownership and equality. Socialism believes on common ownership, equality, justice, government ownership, fraternity for the welfare of the people. So, therefore, socialism is sometimes called democratic socialism. Now, features of socialism, there is a common ownership and control. According to this thought, there should be no right to possess property privately. Each and everything will be belong to each and every person together of the country. There will be nothing private property. It will belong to all the human beings living in that territory. So this is called as common ownership and control. Second is the abolition of private enterprise and substitution of the collective enterprise. So no any private enterprise substitution of collective ownership organization is present here. Everything belongs to everybody. Every enterprise should belong to the government. There will be no disputes, no competitions, no fights is the advantage of this theory. So all the business functioning will go smoothly and everyone will get their shares equally. Each and every citizen is collectively owner of that property. Third is the theory of movement of common good. So what is good that is to be accepted. Think policy act is in favor of a particular class person, then it is not good. If the thing policy act is in the favor interest of entire state for all the citizens, then it is good and it is called as common good. Common good is different than the personal good. When the policy law is beneficial to the entire state, then it is accepted. The good which is good for the entire state is called common good, and the good which is good beneficial for a particular person class, it is called as personal or individual good. Ownership and control of a wealth by a whole community. All the citizens are collectively owner of the property present in that territory property. Nobody will use the property for the personal use. Now the essential features of socialism, it is against capitalism. Socialism is against the capitalism but not against the capitalist class. Means capitalism means exploiting the poor people, labor peoples. It is known as capitalism. In capitalism, the dominant classes exploit the people. They hold all the power. It is known as capitalism. And the people who are in the capitalism is known as capitalist class. So socialism is against capitalism and not against the capitalist class. It is against the capitalism which exploits, makes harassment of the people. It wants cooperative attitude instead of competition. It is against private property on a large scale. It advocates the principle of social control of the means of production. It places society above the individual. It upholds the principle of economic equality, and society is greater than individual. So socialism is a humanitarian ideology. So here we have completed the advantages of socialism and the explanation. Next is the disadvantage of socialism. First is no freedom, no private ownership, non-profit motive. So if non-profit motive is there, then our state cannot develop because there is a no competition. So there is a no profit. Next is the collective ownership. Then personal development is not possible. No progress. Lack of competitiveness and innovation. The creation of a welfare state can lead to the industrial disincentives. Next is socialism only works when corruption stays out of the process. Socialism increases the risk of experiencing zero societal motivation. Then socialism can discourage the competition. Only just read these all points concentrately, then you will come to know the concept. I am only reading the headings of the topic. So these are all the disadvantages of socialism. So conclusion is that socialism ideology is good as well as a moral ideal ideology, but in practical life, in practice, some of the points principles we have to change and vary to apply in our practical life. The ideology supports the democratic principles, so to share the political power, the ideology is essential. So question may be asked that write down the importance of socialism in the modern age. In next topic we are going to see communism.